All right, so get this. Today we're going deep on Roth IRA millionaires.
Roth IRA millionaires.
Yeah,
Hmm?
the folks who've built these huge nest eggs with Roth IRAs,
Right.
we're going to break down how they do it.
Okay.
Using this article, it's called Pasted Text. So
Okay.
get ready for some serious aha moments because we're going to uncover some strategies you can use too.
Yeah, and I think what's really interesting here is
Yeah.
you don't need
Right.
some special Wall Street connection
Yeah.
or a ton of money to start.
Inherit a fortune or something.
Exactly. It's really just understanding how Roth IRAs work and then using that knowledge strategically.
Okay, so let's jump right in.
Okay.
The article highlights this thing about starting early.
Mm-hmm.
We always hear that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why does it matter so much for Roth IRAs?
Well, I think it boils down to compound growth
Okay.
and the fact that it all happens in this tax-advantaged account.
Right.
They use an example in the article.
Right.
Let's say you put in the max every year,
Okay.
which is $7,000,
$7,000.
and you get an average return of 10% each year.
Mm-hmm.
You would hit $1 million in about 28 years.
28 years? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But, hitting a consistent 10% return?
Yeah.
That's not exactly easy, is it?
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Market fluctuations happen all the time.
Right. Exactly.
But, this calculation really shows the potential of starting early.
Okay.
And don't forget all those gains.
Yeah.
They're compounding, tax-free in a Roth.
That's huge.
Yeah, you withdraw in retirement.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam doesn't get a cut.
Awesome. Okay, so the earlier you start, the more your money grows tax-free.
Right.
But what about those of us who are maybe a little further along in our careers?
Yeah.
Can we still get that start early advantage?
Definitely. That's where secret #2 comes in.
Okay.
Doubling down, especially if you're married.
Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly.
So how does that work with Roth IRAs?
So if both spouses are eligible,
Mm-hmm.
you're essentially doubling your yearly contribution.
Okay.
So we're talking $14,000 to $16,000 per year going towards retirement.
Wow, that's a lot more.
Yeah. And it's all in that tax-advantaged Roth IRA.
So I imagine this is huge for young couples.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah, trying to get started early.
It is. And even if one spouse isn't working,
Okay.
the working spouse can still contribute to both Roth IRAs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so you're still maximizing the benefit.
That's great. I have a friend who's a stay-at-home parent,
Right.
and she always feels like she can't save enough for retirement.
Yeah, I could see how this would be
Yeah.
really helpful for couples like that.
Totally. Okay, so now the article dives into something a little more complex.
Okay.
The backdoor Roth IRA.
The backdoor Roth. Yeah.
What's the deal with this one?
So there's this income limit for direct Roth contributions.
Right.
In 2024, if you're single and making over $146,000
Okay.
or married filing jointly over $230,000,
Mm-hmm.
your contributions get limited.
So if you're a high earner, it's like you hit a roadblock,
Yeah, exactly.
but the backdoor is like a way around that roadblock.
Exactly. You contribute to a traditional IRA first,
Okay.
and then you convert it to a Roth IRA.
Ah, I see. So it's like a two-step process.
Exactly.
But doesn't that conversion trigger taxes?
You're right.
Yeah.
You will need to pay taxes on the amount you convert.
Okay.
But if you don't have money in a traditional IRA already,
Right.
it's basically the same as a direct Roth contribution.
Okay, so for those with higher incomes and no traditional IRA, this could work.
Yeah, it could.
What about people who already have money in a traditional IRA?
That's when it can get tricky.
Okay.
There's this thing called the pro rata rule.
Pro rata rule.
Yeah, so the IRS looks at all your traditional IRA money
Mm-hmm.
when they're calculating the taxable part of the conversion.
So if you have a lot in a traditional IRA, the backdoor Roth could mean a bigger tax bill.
Right.
Okay, so this sounds like something you need to think carefully about.
Absolutely. I would say talk to a financial advisor to be sure.
Yeah, someone who really knows their stuff.
Right. You want to make sure it's the right move for you.
Exactly. All right, so let's move on to secret number 4.
Okay.
This is about how Roth IRAs can help you avoid taxes and costs in retirement.
That's right. And one of the biggest perks
Yeah.
is that you don't have to take required minimum distributions while you're alive.
Okay, wait. Remind me, RMDs, what are those again?
So RMDs
Yeah.
are basically mandatory withdrawals from
Yeah.
your retirement accounts.
Right.
You have to start taking them when you reach a certain age.
Okay.
73 right now.
73. All right.
And with traditional IRAs, you have to take these distributions,
Okay.
even if you don't need the money.
Oh, so even if you're doing well, you still have to take money out.
Exactly. And here's the worst part.
Oh.
Those RMDs from traditional IRAs get taxed as regular income.
Oh, wow. So you could end up in a higher tax bracket.
Exactly. It can really increase your taxes in retirement.
And it gets even worse. Yeah, the article says that RMDs can even affect how much of your Social Security gets taxed.
Wow.
And it can even make your Medicare premiums higher.
So it's like a domino effect.
Yeah, it can really eat away at your retirement income.
It can, but with a Roth IRA,
Yeah.
you avoid all of that.
Really?
Your money grows tax-free as long as you need it.
Okay.
And any withdrawals you make in retirement are completely tax-free.
So no RMDs.
No RMDs.
No tax surprises.
Right.
Okay, so this is really starting to show why Roth IRAs are so powerful.
Absolutely.
Especially when you think about taxes in retirement.
It's all about keeping more of your money in your pocket.
Right, exactly. All right, so this brings us to secret number 5.
Okay.
It's about leaving your Roth IRA to your heirs.
Leaving a legacy.
Yeah, tax-free.
Yes, it's a fantastic way to pass on wealth.
So it's not just about your own future.
Right.
It's about setting up your family for success.
Exactly.
So how does this work with the taxes?
So when you pass away,
Mm-hmm.
your beneficiaries inherit the Roth IRA, and they don't have to pay income tax on it.
Wow.
Except for spouses, they have some different rules.
Okay.
But for everyone else, no income tax on those withdrawals.
I mean, that could be huge for someone in their prime earning years.
Oh, yeah, especially if they're in a higher tax bracket.
Right. It's like a completely tax-free gift.
Exactly.
Okay, so these 5 secrets, they make a pretty strong case for Roth IRAs.
I think so.
But we're just scratching the surface here, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more to unpack.
There's a lot more to unpack.
Definitely.
All right, well, we'll dive into all that and more in part 2 of this deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
So don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the deep dive.
So we're picking up where we left off with the 5 secrets of Roth IRA millionaires. And like we promised, we're getting into those proactive steps you can take to really make this thing work for you.
Yeah, because it's one thing to know the benefits, but it's another to actually put them into action.
Right. Exactly.
It's like having the map, but you still need a compass to actually navigate.
Exactly. And the first stop on that map
Okay.
is actually opening a Roth IRA.
Okay.
I know it sounds basic,
Right.
but you would be surprised how many people get tripped up by that.
Yeah, I get it. It can be a little intimidating if you're not used to investing and stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of jargon.
Right.
And
Exactly.
honestly, it's simpler than you think.
Yeah, that's true.
There are a ton of great brokerage firms out there that offer Roth IRAs.
Yeah.
Easy to use platforms, low fees.
Yeah, and they even have like resources and stuff to help you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So don't let the fear hold you back.
Definitely not.
Okay. So you've got your Roth IRA set up.
All right.
Now what?
Well, now you need a contribution strategy.
A contribution strategy.
Yeah, remember consistency is key.
Okay, so like making it a habit.
Yeah, like a habit.
Even small contributions can add up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Small, regular contributions over time, that really makes a difference.
It's like anything else, right?
Right.
You're not going to run a marathon by training once a month.
Exactly. Consistency is key for your Roth IRA too.
The article had a good point about this, though.
Okay.
It said your contribution strategy needs to be flexible.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, because life happens.
Absolutely. Things come up.
Right. Like your income might change.
Right.
Unexpected expenses.
Yep.
Your goals might change.
Right. So your Roth IRA needs to be able to adapt with you.
Exactly. So it's not about like setting a rigid amount and never changing it.
Yeah, more like finding a rhythm that works for you now
Right.
and then adjusting it over time as things change.
So like if you get a raise, maybe you contribute a little more.
Exactly. Any extra you can put in is going to help you in the long run.
And on the other side, if things get tough, you can always scale back a little bit.
Absolutely. It's about staying engaged with your Roth IRA,
Yeah, keeping an eye on it.
making sure it's still working for you.
Okay, so let's move on to the investment side of things.
All right. The fun part.
Yeah, this is where it gets a little more complicated.
It can be, but we'll break it down.
Okay, good, because I think this is where a lot of people get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I understand that.
Trying to figure out like where to actually put their money.
Yeah, there's so much information out there.
Right, it's hard to know where to start.
The most important thing is to diversify.
Diversification, okay.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right, that's like investing 101.
It is, but why is it so important?
Yeah,
Why? Well, because it helps you manage risk
okay.
when you spread your investments across different asset classes.
Like stocks and bonds?
Yeah, stocks, bonds, real estate.
Okay.
You're creating a safety net for your portfolio.
So if one area does badly, the others can help make up for it.
Right. exactly.
So it's about creating a balanced portfolio that can handle those ups and downs.
Yeah, like a balanced ecosystem.
Right. The article had a good analogy about this.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
It compared diversification to a balanced diet for your investments.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you need a mix of nutrients to be healthy,
Right.
and your Roth IRA needs a mix of assets to grow.
Makes sense. So how do you actually choose those assets?
Well, you've got a few options.
Okay.
If you've got the time and the knowledge, and you're comfortable with risk,
Mm-hmm.
you could go with individual stocks.
Right. That's what a lot of experienced investors do.
Yeah, but you got to do your research.
Oh, yeah. Lots of research.
Make sure you're picking the right stocks.
Exactly. And for most people,
Yeah.
especially if they're just starting out,
Mm-hmm.
mutual funds and ETFs are a good way to go.
Okay, mutual funds, ETFs, remind me what those are.
So those are funds that pool money from a bunch of investors
Okay.
to invest in a bunch of different assets.
So you get diversification automatically.
Right, with just one purchase.
That's cool. It's like having a team of experts picking the investments for you.
Exactly. They're doing the research and the work for you.
Okay, so it sounds like there are a lot of options out there.
There are. And you can find funds that match your risk tolerance,
Mm-hmm.
your investment goals,
Yeah.
even your values.
Okay, so it's all about finding the right mix for you.
It's exactly the right mix.
All right, so now we got to talk about fees.
Fees,
Yeah, they can really sneak up on you.
they can, and they can eat away at your returns over time.
It's like a small leak in a boat.
Yeah, small leak.
Seems like no big deal at first, but it can sink the whole thing eventually.
Exactly. And the worst part is you might not even know how much you're paying.
Right, they're not always clear.
Nope. So how do you avoid those sneaky fees?
Well, first, look for low-cost options,
Okay, low-cost options.
like index funds and ETFs.
Right.
They usually have lower fees than actively managed funds.
Makes sense. So you keep more of your money invested.
Exactly. Every dollar you save on fees is a dollar that can grow for you.
Right. And another tip,
Okay.
don't be afraid to negotiate fees with your brokerage firm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or your financial advisor.
You can do that.
Yeah, they're often willing to work with you.
Interesting, especially if you have a lot invested with them.
Yeah, it never hurts to ask.
Yeah, that's true. The worst they can say is no.
Exactly. And even a small fee reduction can save you a lot in the long run.
All right, let's move on to rebalancing.
Rebalancing. Okay.
So as your investments grow and the market moves around,
Mm-hmm.
your asset allocation can change.
Right.
Remind me, what's asset allocation again?
So your asset allocation is how much of your portfolio is in each asset class.
Okay.
Like you might have 60% in stocks,
Okay.
30% in bonds, and 10% in real estate.
Got it.
And keeping that allocation balanced is important for managing risk.
Okay, so rebalancing is like making sure the scales stay balanced.
Exactly, even as the weights on each side are changing.
So how do you do that?
Well, over time, some investments will do better than others.
Right.
So your portfolio might become overweight in one area.
Okay.
Rebalancing means selling some of those and buying more of the ones that haven't done as well.
So you're bringing it back into balance.
Exactly, back into balance.
The article had a good analogy for this too.
Oh yeah, what was it?
It said rebalancing is like adjusting the sails on a sailboat.
Ooh, I like that.
As the wind changes, you got to adjust the sails to stay on course.
Makes sense. And just like a good sailor,
Yeah.
a good investor needs to regularly review their Roth IRA
Okay.
and rebalance it to stay on track.
This reminds me of those self-driving cars.
Self-driving cars? How so?
Well, they're constantly monitoring the road and adjusting their course.
Right, to avoid obstacles.
Yeah, and rebalancing is kind of like that for your Roth IRA.
That's a great analogy. It helps you navigate the market and stay on course.
Okay, so speaking of market volatility,
Mm-hmm.
we got to remember that investing is a long-term game.
Absolutely long-term game.
It's not about getting rich quick.
Nope, not about timing the market.
Right, or panicking when things go down.
Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes people make
What's that?
is letting their emotions control their investments.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
You get greedy when the market's up
Mm-hmm.
and scared when it's down.
And that leads to bad decisions.
Exactly. Decisions that can hurt them in the long run.
So what should you do instead?
Tune out the noise. Stick to your plan.
Okay, stick to the plan.
Focus on the long term.
It's like planting a tree.
Oh, I like that analogy.
You don't expect it to grow overnight.
Right. It takes time.
You have to nurture it, be patient.
And your Roth IRA is the same way.
And even when the market is going crazy,
Mm-hmm.
your Roth IRA is still working for you.
That's right. Your investments are growing.
Okay.
Your tax advantages are still there.
Your future self is going to thank you.
Exactly. So focus on the fundamentals.
All right, the fundamentals, what are those?
Diversification, low fees, rebalancing,
Okay.
and a long-term mindset.
Those are the things that will help you reach your financial goals.
Exactly. They're the foundation of a strong Roth IRA.
Okay, so we've covered a lot here.
We have. It's been a lot of information.
From opening the account
Mm-hmm.
to making contributions, diversifying, managing fees.
Right.
We've basically laid out a roadmap for using those 5 secrets.
Exactly. A roadmap.
But this is just the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah. Just the beginning.
There's always more to learn,
Definitely.
new things to try.
And ways to improve your strategy.
It's like we've given you the tools and the blueprints,
Right.
but now you got to build your own masterpiece.
Exactly. And the best way to keep getting better
Yeah.
is to stay informed.
Okay, stay informed. How?
Read books, listen to podcasts like this one,
Right.
attend webinars, talk to financial professionals.
The more you know, the better decisions you can make.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money.
Okay, so before we wrap up part 2,
Okay.
let's revisit those 5 secrets one more time.
Sounds good. A little refresher.
Yeah, because it's easy to get lost in the details.
It is. So let's go back to the basics.
Okay.
Secret number 1, start early.
Start early.
The sooner you start putting money in your Roth IRA,
Yeah.
the more time it has to grow tax-free.
It's like giving your money a head start.
Exactly. A head start.
Secret number 2, double up, especially if you're married.
Double up. 2 Roth IRAs are better than 1.
Like having 2 engines powering your retirement savings.
Exactly. You'll get there faster.
Secret number 3, use the backdoor Roth if you need to.
The backdoor Roth, the secret passageway to Roth IRA benefits.
Even if your income is too high.
Right. There's always a way.
Secret number 4, those tax benefits in retirement.
Oh, yeah. Tax benefits, no RMDs.
Keep more of your money in your pocket.
Exactly. More money for you.
And finally, secret number 5, leave a tax-free legacy.
Leave a legacy. Pass on your wealth, tax-free, to your loved ones.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
It is. It really is.
So these 5 secrets, they're the foundation of a $1 million Roth IRA.
They're not just tips. They're guiding principles.
Yeah, they can help you make smart financial decisions for years to come.
Absolutely. For years to come.
And remember, reaching your financial goals, it's a journey.
It is. It's a journey.
There will be bumps along the way.
Ups and downs.
But if you've got the right knowledge and the right strategies,
Yeah.
you'll get there.
You will. And it's like climbing a mountain.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
But the view from the top is amazing.
Okay, so one last thought before we move on to the final part of this deep dive.
Okay, what is it?
Think about what financial freedom means to you.
Financial freedom. Good one.
What are your goals? What do you want to achieve?
What does that $1 million Roth IRA represent for you?
Yeah, is it early retirement?
Mm-hmm.
Traveling the world?
Starting a business? Or just having peace of mind knowing you're secure?
Once you know where you want to go,
Yeah.
you can start figuring out how to get there.
Exactly. And remember,
Yeah.
you have the power to create your own financial future.
You're in the driver's seat.
And the Roth IRA is a powerful vehicle.
So get ready for the final part of our Roth IRA adventure.
We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back to the deep dive. As we wrap up this whole thing about Roth IRA millionaires,
Yeah.
I'm really struck by just how powerful this tool is.
Me too.
It's not just about the money, it's about
Yeah.
what you can do with it.
Possibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about having the freedom to make choices that you
Yeah.
know really
Yeah.
matter to you.
Align with your values.
Exactly. Like pursuing a passion
Mm-hmm.
without worrying about,
Yeah.
if it's going to make money or not.
Right.
Or retiring early.
Spending more time with family.
Exactly. It's about having options and control
And control.
over your own future.
It's amazing how a Roth IRA can have
Yeah.
such a big impact on your life.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about
Right.
the technical stuff, the rules.
Strategies.
But I think it's important to zoom out a little.
A bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger picture. What does it actually mean
Mm-hmm.
to be a Roth IRA millionaire?
Right. Is it just about the money?
Is it just the number in your account, or is there
Right.
something more to it?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you think? What does it mean to you?
For me, it's peace of mind,
Peace of mind.
knowing I've set myself up for the future.
Yeah, security. For me and my family.
Yeah, I think for me, it's the confidence
Confidence.
to know that you can handle whatever life throws at you.
Yeah, like you have a safety net.
Exactly, a safety net.
So you can take risks, say yes to opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity.
Without being held back by money.
And I think it also gives you the ability to
Yeah.
make a difference in the world.
Yeah, like giving back.
Philanthropy,
Yeah.
starting a business that helps people.
Yeah, that's what the article talked about.
Oh, yeah.
This Roth IRA Millionaire, she used some of her money to fund scholarships.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was always her dream to give back, and the Roth IRA made it possible.
That's a great example of how financial freedom can extend beyond yourself.
Yeah, it's not just about accumulating wealth, it's about
Right.
using it to do something meaningful.
Make a difference.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we have a challenge for you.
A challenge.
Think about what financial freedom means to you.
What are your goals?
What do you want to do with your life?
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
And then ask yourself,
Yeah.
how can a Roth IRA help you get there?
How can it help you achieve those dreams?
Don't let fear or procrastination stop you.
Take that first step.
Open that Roth IRA.
Even if it's just a small amount at first.
Any amount helps.
Consistency is key.
Remember, the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow.
Time is on your side.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Right. There are so many resources out there.
Advisors, books, podcasts.
Online communities.
The key is to stay curious.
Stay engaged.
Never stop learning.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
But you can do it.
You can.
With the right mindset and the right tools.
You can create a life of abundance and purpose.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Roth IRA millionaires.
We hope you learned something new.
And that you're feeling inspired to take control of your financial future.
Remember, you have the power to shape your own destiny.
Take that first step today and watch your dreams unfold.
See you next time on The Deep Dive.